More and more countries and large companies view global atomic energy as a crucial resource for long-term accelerated development. A consistent attitude is forming in society towards nuclear energy, recognizing it as an environmentally friendly technology that offers vast opportunities. Clearly, there are fundamental reasons for such a paradigm shift, and it's not just about the reliable solutions that form the basis of advanced nuclear power units. There's also a new technological paradigm emerging. Artificial intelligence is being implemented everywhere, and significant energy resources are needed to process vast amounts of data. For instance, during this decade alone, energy consumption by data centers is expected to more than triple. In this context, I'd like to note that Russia is already creating such modular data processing systems at its nuclear power plants because nuclear plants best provide stable, continuous energy supply. Another significant factor in the increased interest in nuclear energy is the demand for so-called green technologies that minimize environmental and climate impacts. And, to reiterate, nuclear plants are key sources of clean, low-carbon energy. They outperform other energy sources in terms of the cost of the ecological component in providing stable power capacity. As a result, by mid-century, according to Mr. Grossi, or rather, according to the IAEA forecast, the total capacity of all nuclear plants worldwide could increase more than 2.5 times, reaching nearly 1,000 gigawatts. Moreover, the growth in demand for peaceful atomic energy will largely be driven by the global South and East, which are bolstering their technological and industrial potential. We fully support this aspiration for development and the use of peaceful atomic energy. We can proudly say that only Russia currently possesses competencies across the entire technological chain of nuclear energy. And thanks to their safety and resilience to external impacts, Russian-designed nuclear plants are the most sought after in the world. Additionally, we are developing projects for both land-based and floating small nuclear power plants. We were just informed about this by the head of Rosatom. We will be mass-producing them very soon. Russia's leadership is ensured by our principled approach. First, we strictly adhere to our contractual obligations. I want to emphasize this. We fulfill everything strictly, regardless of any political climate. Second, we reject what is known as technological colonialism, meaning we don't make our partners dependent on Russian technical solutions. Instead, we help them create their own sovereign national nuclear industry, including staff training and competence centers. We actively involve local companies, assist in the operation of power units, provide nuclear fuel supplies, and manage waste. Moreover, we share experiences and knowledge in other advanced industries of the 21st century. This includes nuclear medicine, digital systems, electric transport, and new materials. As a result, we help our partners make a significant leap in development, elevate their economies to a new level of efficiency, and ultimately improve people's quality of life. All of this represents a vital public, social dimension of our work, clearly proving that equal access to technology, including in the realm of peaceful atomic energy, can ensure dynamic, yet fair and sustainable, global development. Dear colleagues, we view peaceful atomic technology as a foundation for broad international cooperation and bringing nations closer together. Russia is interested in establishing stable, long-term conditions for projects in the nuclear sector. Above all, our nation's absolute priority is ensuring nuclear safety and physical protection of nuclear facilities and installations, wherever these facilities might be located. Therefore, it is necessary to continue enhancing safety and reliability requirements at every stage of the nuclear cycle, including uranium mining, reactor operation, and the handling of spent nuclear fuel and radioactive waste. Regulations in this area must be set to maintain a carefully balanced relationship between developing peaceful atomic energy and strengthening the nuclear non-proliferation regime. Furthermore, it's evident that atomic power plant construction requires significant funding, meaning risks and benefits should be balanced among the main participants of such projects: states, investors, and consumers. I believe it's essential to develop modern financing models for constructing nuclear power plants, attracting international financial institutions and development banks to participate in such projects. In this regard, I would like to add that earlier this year, a new development bank established by BRICS nations confirmed its readiness to finance nuclear projects. At the end of last year, at Russia's initiative, a coordination mechanism for BRICS countries, an atomic energy platform, was established. A crucial question is ensuring resource supply for nuclear plants for decades ahead. To use peaceful atomic energy long-term, fundamentally new, more efficient technologies are needed. And Russia is already working on creating such solutions. According to OECD estimates, by an optimistic scenario, all uranium resources will be completely depleted by 2020, amounting to about 8 million tons. However, it might actually happen by the 2060s. This means it could all occur right before our eyes. Given that a quarter of reserves are in deposits where uranium is a byproduct, by 2030 we plan to launch the world's first nuclear energy system with a closed fuel cycle in Tomsk region, Russia. What does this mean? It is, in every sense, a revolutionary development by our scientists and engineers. What does it mean? It means that almost the entire volume, 95%, of spent fuel will be repeatedly used in reactors. Such a mechanism will potentially allow us to almost completely solve the problem of radioactive waste accumulation and, also crucially, eliminate concerns regarding uranium supply. I'd like to note that the full spectrum of advanced materials for the closed cycle is planned to be tested at the International Research Center, which is being developed in the Ulyanovsk region of Russia. We invite scientists from various countries to collaborate in developing technologies that, without exaggeration, open a new era in nuclear energy.
В атомной энергетике.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.